Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take you along on a little journey in my fridge, and something that I've been meaning to do for a longest time is take everything out of my fridge and give it a good, I guess, I'm not going to do like a really deep cleaning by taking everything out. I just don't have the time today, but I do want to wash all the shelves and everything like that. And I haven't done that in at least a couple months, so today is that day. As well as you're going to be seeing everything in my fridge. I have not gone through it, so this is as real as it gets. So let's get started. I have my iced coffee ready to go, and yeah, this is my fridge. And I'm also in my pajamas, so please ignore that. My fridge is a little bit messy right now. Yeah, I'm going to... this is everything. So, I guess we'll start at the top. So, I have some leftover garlic sausage and pierogies in here that need to be eaten up. I'll probably eat those today. I have some salad that I made that also needs to get eaten today. Oh yeah, it's still good. I made that on the weekend. So it's Wednesday. And I'm just gonna warn you, this is probably gonna be quite a long video, so sorry about that if you don't like long videos. Next, I have some yogurt that are still good till the end of April. And I have some yeast. This is my oldest yeast, so I have to use this up first. I usually just use the older yeast for pizza crust and things that don't need to rise as much as bread. Oh boy, here I have a few yogurt tubes. I buy these because Wyatt likes them. I have some eggs. I just bought those eggs a couple weeks ago. Oh, what's back here? Okay, so this is some really old soup, but it is, it's like I think this was my lentil soup. It got forgotten about, but there isn't very much left. There's maybe a little bit at the bottom, and as much as it pains me, I am going to have to throw that away, unfortunately. And I hate throwing things away, but no one can eat that, so that is going to go in the discard pile. See, I told you this is gonna be real. I'm not hiding anything. I have an avocado here that's really ripe, so I have to use that up today. I'll probably just use it as a spread on toast or something. And here is some leftover macaroni and cheese that needs to get eaten up. And I think what happened with that stew is it's everybody's least favorite thing to eat. So it just keeps getting pushed back, and everybody will eat the leftovers that they enjoy first. Have a little bit of 7-Up. Oh, it's actually frozen. So I'm gonna let that thaw and use that in a marinade. Have some apple cherry jam or cherry jelly that my mom made. And this is the newer yeast that I use for my bread. Oh, another open can. Well, that has to get used up too. So you don't really I don't throw anything away. I have, okay, so these are homemade pickles. I have an empty jar of jelly here. There is a reason for that. I'm going to rinse it out with some either vinegar or pickle juice, actually, and to get the rest of the remainders out. And then I can use that in like a homemade salad dressing, or what is that called? A marinade. That's what I'm going to do with that. And I have some pumpkin that I took out to be thawed so that I can bake with it, but it seems everything I put on the top is completely frozen solid. So I'm going to have to put that on the bottom. I have an old orange. It is quite old, but that is okay. I'm still going to use it. I can still cut it up, and the inside should still be good, even though it's a little wrinkly on the outside. Now eat the good parts, and also you can boil it in water with some cinnamon, and it will leave off a nice aroma in your house. So even though things look a little bit not fresh and good anymore, as long as they're not moldy or rotten, they're still okay for using in other ways. All right, way back here I have another jar of homemade pickles, and then I have a jar of store-bought dill pickles. We love our pickles. All right, and then the very last thing on the top shelf is a reused bottle filled with water. That's my daughter's. All right, so the top shelf is completely emptied out. All right, second shelf. Okay, I have some juice here for Wyatt. It's watered down apple juice. Then I got some more eggs. And I bought lots of eggs because they were on sale for, I believe, $2.48. And they have not been that cheap in a really long time. I got some plums and a nectarine. The plums are still all really good. The nectarine is a little bit soft, but it's still edible, or I can throw it in a smoothie. Oh yeah, then I got some more pickles. You know what? I'm gonna have to maybe I will. Let me see. It's alright. Fridge keeps closing on you. I'm actually gonna turn this off right now. Okay. Have some soy sauce, which I use in a lot of my cooking. And I got more water in a bottle. Actually, when we had our winter storm, I filled out a ton of bottles of water because they said we might not have power or water for a few days. So I went a little crazy and filled up a ton of water. Sip of my coffee. Here I buy this milk for coffee. It's good for baking, cooking, and for coffee. You can even use it in like your oatmeal and everything. And this stuff stays good for a very, very long time. So it's a good alternative to milk. I have a few canned drinks left. These ones are still closed. Someone brought me them when I was sick a month ago, so that was really nice of them. I do have some yogurt, and it is still good. It says end of April, so it should still be good. Yes, it is still good. But no one seems to like this brand. It is the first time I ever bought it. So I'm going to have to use that up in a smoothie so it doesn't go bad. Oh, look at that. More pickle juice. I didn't want to throw it away. There's just the juice. This is from Homemade Pickles. My mom made them. And I'm going to use that pickle juice. There's some, I use them in marinades, salad dressings. I can use it in a ton of different ways. I just can't think of them all right now. This was a little creme brulee that my mom gave us on Easter dinner, and I didn't eat mine, so I got to take it home with. I'm going to eat that as a treat one of these days soon. Have some sour cream. Yep, that's sour cream. That is, I just bought a couple weeks ago. And I have a little dish here with some baking soda just to keep things smelling fresh. And then I have another empty jelly jar that I am going to use. That's what I'm going to use this with. I'm going to swish it around and I'm going to use it up. Every last drop, right? And I have some Pedialyte in here. This was from when Wyatt was sick. He did not really like it, but it is still good. There is a date on here somewhere. I mean, anyone can really drink it. It's just to restore electrolytes. And it's for kids or adults, but I didn't realize it tasted so much like medicine. So I probably would never get that again. I got some more jelly. And this is also homemade. And it is still sealed, so that's nice. I think this one was the strawberry rhubarb. And I completely forgot I had it. I got some more yogurt tubes. These ones I also just bought with the other ones. There's only 3 left, so I'm going to take them out of the box. And then I have some more bottles filled with water. That is for drinking. Okay. Now the second is completely empty. I have some stuff in the drawer here. This is Crisco vegetable shortening. I use this for making my tortillas and pie crusts. I have a little bit of cheese left, and I just opened it, so it is good. And I'm using a bag from Crackers to keep it fresh. And it works. All I do is fold it over, and it works. I have 1 tortilla left that needs to get eaten. Now this drawer is closed too. Alright, onto the bottom shelf. I have some milk here, and as you can see, I got it on clearance for 50 cents, and I froze it. So it's still a bit frozen. I have to let it thaw out a bit longer. But anytime I see milk for clearance, I buy it as many as I can that I can fit in my freezer. I freeze them, and when I need milk, I just take it out. Alright, next, more water. And all my water is in reused jugs. This was a iced tea that we got when we went to the States. I have some more leftovers. My lovely sister and her friend came and cooked supper. This is some mashed potato with like fish in it, and it's actually quite delicious. So that also has to get eaten up. Here, oh yes, this is tea that I brewed is still good. It's black tea, no sugar or anything added yet. And we made it when our power was going out. So I just, when the power would go back on, I made hot water. And then I made some tea, and this kept it hot all day. My other big thermos broke, so I don't have, I have one hot dog that also should get eaten. I have, you guessed it, bottle with more water. I have some hot dog buns in here. I started keeping my bread and stuff in the fridge because I found it was going bad too quickly on the counter, especially my homemade breads. So here they last a lot longer. I know they say that's not good for bread, but I find it's still good. This is some bread I bought on clearance for like 50 cents. And yeah, I'll probably use the ends in some kind of French toast bake or something. My counter's getting full. I don't know. Okay, yes. Leftover noodles, and they're still good. I just made those this last few days ago. And oh yeah, and there's the spaghetti sauce to go with it. That also needs to get eaten up. And I have, again, some more bread. This also has to get used up. Some chicken bones that I took out of the freezer. I need to make some broth, so I'm going to boil these up either later today or tomorrow. I have some ranch dressing. And I have some salsa. I find these big, ginormous ones are only $5.50 at Superstore. So I like to buy the big ones. And again, another bottle. This is a glass bottle filled with water. And then I have some spaghetti sauce from when I made spaghetti. I might actually freeze that if I don't plan on making any more spaghetti for a while. I have some hoisin sauce, which I use in pretty much all my Asian dishes. I love this stuff. I have some nectar, prune juice, because, well, you know what prune juice is for. I don't need to explain it. I also have some more water. I have some homemade beets. I made these quite a while ago, and they are, like, I just opened them, but I made these when I was close to when I started this channel. I have a couple bottles here of like cream liqueur, and they don't make them anymore. So I think one of them was a gift. I keep them in the fridge because my mom said that they can go bad if you don't. So I've had those for quite a while. I have some ground flaxseed. I use this as egg replacement when I run out of eggs for baking. And I also use it in baking. But I keep it in the fridge because this stuff does go bad. And it smells awful when it does. And again, some more water. And then I got also more yeast. I keep it in the fridge. And then, oh, these are my cherries. These are Rum Cherries. I know it looks kind of weird, but yeah. I just put black cherries with rum and sugar, and then, yeah, they're good like forever. Totally forgot about these. Oh, they smell so good. My mom used to make these too, so that's why I like them, but you don't really eat them a lot. They're just a nice treat. As you can see, my fridge is, well, not that clean, so that is why I wanted to do that today. Going into the bottom shelves, see, I have some apples. These are red delicious apples. And I have some more apples. These are ambrosia. And some more apples. This one is ambrosia. So yeah, I'm probably gonna just take them out of the bags. But they are all good. Got some carrots. These ones were actually given to me because someone was moving and they didn't tell. Yeah. Cleaned out the fridge what they didn't want. Oh no. A little lost mandarin. It's completely shriveled. Oh boy. Completely forgotten about. Well, this guy, there's nothing really much we can do with. So he is going to have to go into the discard pile. Unfortunately. Oh, okay, so that is one bin down. The next bin, I have some lettuce and my cucumber. I have a tomato. And I have some carrots. These are carrots from the garden. I know they look gross, but if you put them in, keep the dirt on them. And I have a paper napkin in here to absorb any moisture. And I just keep the dirt on them, cut them down, and they stay good. They're all still very hard. They are growing sprouts again, but that's okay. They are. I haven't had to buy carrots all winter long. So yeah, these are from my garden. And I have a little head of red cabbage that really needs to be used up soon. I have a couple avocados here, and they are still good. I just bought these about a week or so ago. So those are still good. And then I have a tiny little bag of carrots. Still very good. And that is it for this one. There's some onion remnants. Oh, okay, I know this looks gross, but I think this is this is just caked on mud. I think this is like an old beet or something. It's completely shriveled and covered with mud. Alright, so that is pretty much everything in my fridge. I'm obviously gonna throw that thing out. Alright. Let's move on to the doors. My legs are getting really sore. So here is the door. I have rice vinegar, and I use this in a lot of Asian dishes and stir fries. I have some onion that is chopped up and another onion. These should be used up soon. Have some chocolate. We keep it in the fridge. I have some mayonnaise, whipped dressing. Use that in all kinds of things. Pretty much use it. Have some wasabi. Me and Isabel did have some sushi a little while back for a treat. And I like to use this again in my stir fries and stuff just to use it up. Have one of these little applesauce packs. I have some Almaphone double strength antacid. This stuff works amazing. I have, this one is open. Wyatt didn't finish his tube today, so I just stuck it in there. And then another yogurt tube. And I have some left Thousand Island dressing. I only have a little bit left. And then I have a very little bit of this Dijon mustard that also needs to get used up. I have, this is homemade jalapeno apple jelly. My mom made it. It's really good with cheese and crackers, or cheese and bread. And this is some rose petal jelly. My mom also gave this to me as a gift. Can't remember for what though. It's actually quite tasty. And here is where I keep all my bacon grease from when I have bacon, and I use it for all kinds of cooking. This is the ginger that came with the sushi, and I will use that up in a stir fry. And these are all the little condiments and stuff that come from takeout and whatnot, and I keep it in a little mushroom container. Oh, there's a melted chocolate I put in here yesterday because Wyatt was holding on to it and it melted in his hands. But yeah, I just keep them in a little thing here on the door so that they get used up fast and they don't go bad, because these things do go bad eventually as well. I have a little bit of prunes left for Wyatt because he was having issues. I'm sure he wants everyone to know that. Now, I don't really drink beer, but I do have 3 here that were left behind, but I don't know. I just keep them in my fridge in case someone comes over and they like beer. More ketchup. And that is the top row of my side kitchen. Okay, so in here I have, this is where I keep all my butter wrappers, and I use them for baking. And yeah, I cover the pans with them so that the cookies and whatnot don't stick. So I always have a good supply of those. And then these are like iPads that I got eons ago, and I just put them, I keep them in the fridge so they're cold. And then when I want to relax, I put them on my eyes for like 10 minutes, and it cools down my puffy, dark circled eyes. Alright, let's go to the next level here. Okay, so I have some syrup. I just always get the generic brand. And some more bottled water. Some more, when I say bottled water, I mean reused bottles that I have filled up with my own tap water. I have never bought bottled water. People drink bottled water and leave their bottles behind. I wash them out and I reuse them. I have a little bit of ketchup. This also needs to get used up. I normally just put water in here, and then I use it in one of my dishes where I use ketchup in like chili or something like that. I have some great value maraschino cherries. We don't eat those a lot. I think I got those for a birthday a couple years or so ago. I like to use the syrup though on ice cream, vanilla ice cream. It tastes really good. another almost empty bottle that has to get used up to the last drop. I have some sweet Thai chili sauce. It's almost gone. And some plum sauce. I use this in like stir fries, or as it says, as a dipping sauce for shrimp and stuff. And the same goes with the plum sauce. I have some horseradish, and I love horseradish. I just buy this cheap at the dollar store. It's like $1.50 maybe. And I use this for shrimp. I use it for beef sandwiches. I use it for, I don't know, I use it on a lot of things. Oh, I have some of these shakes because sometimes I don't eat, and my doctor said that I need to have something. So he recommended buying these so that I at least have something so I don't pass out. I have some Sriracha Sauce. This is the Rooster brand. It is really quite delicious. Again, I use this in a lot of my Asian dishes and chili. Pretty much on anything you want a little bit of zip to. I even use it on pizza. Have a little bit of coleslaw sauce. I know coleslaw sauce is really easy to make by yourself, but sometimes this is just easier. Then I do have some ginger beer, which I do actually really like. I don't like real beer, but I do like these. I think I bought these already like last summer. I don't drink a lot of them. They come in a package of 6, and I still have 3 left. So, but those are quite delicious. They have a really big zing to it. So I have some barbecue sauce, and I also have some sesame oil, which again I use for a lot of my Asian stir fries. And then I also use this to make my Asian sesame salad dressing, which is really quite yummy. And then I also have some balsamic vinegar, which I use to make my own balsamic dressing. Okay, we are down to the very last thing here, and everything is gone. This is all garbage here. It's just paper and stuff from the onions, but yeah, everything is gone. I have again another cream liqueur. I've had this for years. Keep it in the fridge. It's Warnick's Avocado liqueur. Yeah, I don't really like it, but at Christmas time, which is why I've had it for years, I make like an eggnog with it, and it is quite good like that. But to just drink, I don't like it. But yeah. We do have some of this kombucha. I will say though, we are not a huge fan of it, but we did manage to drink most of it. Like there's maybe that much left. Probably won't buy this kind again. I don't know. It was very, I don't even know how to explain the taste. We do like kombucha, just not that kind. And I have some yellow mustard, some ketchup. Ketchup is like a necessity in this house. Then I have a little bit of this. If you like red wine, this stuff is really good, and it's really, really cheap. It's called the Bodacious Bourbon Barrel Aged Red Blend. I like this better than expensive brands. It is super nice and smooth, and it's just really quite delicious. And again, I don't drink a lot, so it lasts a while. Keep it in the fridge though. And again, this is really, really nice if you like red wine, and it's really, really cheap. You can get it for under $10, and I think yeah, I don't know if they sell in the States. Is this a Canadian brand? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can buy it in the States. There, it's probably even cheaper. And here I just have, reused 2-liter bottles to make iced tea and any kind of juice crystals that I have. I just use these because this is what I have. I don't have any juice pitchers. So that's everything that I have in my fridge. That took us just over half an hour to go through the whole thing. I'm gonna clean this. I was gonna do it on camera, but I don't think I will because then this video is gonna be even super long. But I can show you maybe a before and after. That might be better than you sitting here watching me clean. So I'm just gonna show you inside. Oh, how do I do this like this? It's pretty dirty, I think. It just needs a good scrub down. And I am going to be using a mixture of bleach and then just soap, like dish soap and hot water. And then, yeah, I'm gonna spray everything and let it sit for a while, and then I'm gonna clean it, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. Okay, so this is the after. Cleaned everything with some bleach and soap. I think it looks so much better. I left the last part so I can show you. I have had, it's gotten a little bit better because I let the bleach sit on there for a while. But I'm going to show you how I actually clean in there. There we go. So basically, just move this a little closer. Oh, there we go. And I just use Q-tips, or not Q-tips, toothpicks, right? And get in there. Back up first. I wanted to see, but I will wrap it up this time. Oh, it's actually kind of rusty. So. So I'm going to clean the bottom of the fridge, taking a toothbrush, and I'm wrapping it with a rag. I'm just in there. Let's see. It actually looks so much better. Gunk on there. Well, you get the gist. I'm gonna do the rest of them. don't know if you can see that, but look, all of that on the fridge. Gross. Ugh. It's really important not to forget to do all the nooks and crannies. Oh my goodness. I did not know that could even come off. Okay, I am going to clean this. And, yeah. This just goes to show you. Oh my goodness. That looks terrible. Okay, well, I'm going to clean this even better. And I'll show you after. So this is the after. Oh. Oops, I cleaned it a little bit more. I had no idea that that bottom thing could come undone. I do move my fridge every couple of months and clean underneath, but I didn't realize that that whole thing comes undone. So you learn something every day. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's not working too good. Okay, there we go. And I washed this whole thing. Look how clean that looks compared to before. I believe, yeah, that's the top. So, yeah. What a huge difference. That was pretty icky. So I'm going to put this back in. What night and day. Alright, so let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna be going through my entire kitchen. Hopefully you can see me here. I'm gonna be going through my entire kitchen, all the my freezer, both my freezers, my small one and my big one, all my cupboards, and yeah, everywhere I store my food. I'm going to show you everything that I have so that I can make a big grocery list and do a nice big grocery haul. So I won't be buying any more groceries until then, so it'll probably take me a week to go through everything in my kitchen, and we'll know everything that I have. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's rather long, and I hope you're looking forward to the rest of my showing you all the food I have in my house. And as always, I hope you have a frugabulous day. I love you, I appreciate you, and until the next video, bye. Wyatt's helping putting things back. Wyatt, what are you doing in the fridge? What are you doing in the fridge? Are you helping Mommy? So this is the fridge after I put everything back. Tried to organize everything. This is the side. Things I need to use up are right at top. And yeah, so I did a lot more deep cleaning than I had originally planned. I cleaned in between here. I took out the drawers and cleaned the drawers and underneath of the drawers. And as you saw, I cleaned underneath as well. And yeah, but you know, I feel much better about my fridge now. And tomorrow we're going to be doing the freezer. Give you a quick preview of that. It looks incredibly messy, but that's for another day. And yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye! Alright, so I forgot to show you that I used up that red cabbage. It's just a tiny one, and I'm cooking it up. I'm making a dish, a German dish called Frugal. It's just red cabbage and some spices. It's quite delicious. And oh, see my lone little piece of tiramisu. I bought this cake for my birthday. And here is the bread. I chopped it all up. I'm going to be making French toast with it. It's French toast is great to make with like harder bread or not so fresh bread. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then I left the ends. I'm going to freeze the ends and make croutons of these when I have a Caesar salad to eat. And I believe that, oh, and my iced tea I made with that leftover squishy orange that didn't look too good, but it tastes quite good in here. And I just added some sugar. I used up the rest of my leftover tea and some of my frozen lemon juice. And that is it. It's very delicious. Nothing goes to waste. I'm actually quite happy with the amount, or the little amount, that ended up going to waste. So I try really hard. Sometimes there's no waste, sometimes there's a little, but there's not very much. But we always strive to do the best that we can with what we have. So that is officially the end of this video now. So I will see you tomorrow in the next one. Bye!